Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. Let me tell you something, man. Derek Chisora and Deontay Wilder, big fight coming up this weekend. Something y'all don't want to miss. It's the 50th fight for both men. But I'm telling you right now, 50, it's not just a number. And this isn't just another heavyweight clash. This is a damn big deal, man. And it matters. Because now you're talking about a legacy checkpoint, career-defining milestone, and a moment where everything gets evaluated. And at this stage, for these guys, for Wilder, he's not just fighting to win. He wants to go on to bigger and better. And for Chisora, it's all about, look, I'm fighting for how history's going to remember me. This is my last fight against arguably the biggest puncher in the history of the sport. But I'm just going to point this out right here and cut through the chase and shit. That hostile UK crowd. I think Wilder is walking into fire. You know what I'm saying? The fact that this fight is in the UK changes everything, in my opinion. Wilder won't just be facing Chisora, man. He'll be facing an entire arena. Let's be real, right? Let's be real. UK fans ride hard for their fighters. Chisora's a cult hero over there. And Wilder's past comments have rubbed people the wrong way. You see, everywhere Wilder goes, he want to talk about race. Always talking about race. Now look, he can do what he wants. Choices and consequences. But I'm just telling from my experience. I'm 50. I've been in a lot of different environments. A lot of different people from a lot of different backgrounds. Let me tell you something. Race, religion, gender, economic status, and politics. Race, religion, gender, economic status, politics. When you talk about race, people get uncomfortable. You talk about religion, people get uncomfortable. You start talking about gender, male and female, or whatever the hell shit they got going on right now, people get uncomfortable. When you start talking about economic status, who have what and who doesn't have what, people get uncomfortable. Then you talk about politics. It's all bad. So when Wilder went out there to the UK and was on the Talk Sports show, look, they were trying to press him about Fury and all that. Wilder just totally took it to the stupid. And started talking about my people and you, your privilege and white privilege and this and that. And look, all I'm saying is when that shit happened, I said, there you go. Wilder, doors gonna close on him. That's the first thing I said. Yeah. All bad. All bad. But he said what he felt. And he's, standing by his words. You know what I'm saying? He's owning it. But I'm telling you that when you have that kind of controversy around you, doors close. And I think doors have closed on Wilder. I know that Usyk wanted to fight Wilder. Now he doesn't want to fight him. I am sure there are conversations that have taken place behind the scenes that Wilder's not even privy to. Where they just said, nah, forget this guy. He's a racist. Not many people want to try to understand Wilder's perspective. But I'm telling you right now, when he said that, you better believe out there in the UK, they want his ass to lose. They want Chisora to beat his ass. Because see, this thing about Wilder and Chisora and the brothers and black, Chisora don't talk about that shit. Chisora doesn't talk about that stuff. Chisora's wife is white. His kids are half white. So when you come out there and everything is making about race, you can offend a lot of people. And out there in the UK, I am telling you, I believe 100%, it rubbed people the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? I believe that. You come out here, man, the accusation with Tyson Fury, I believe Tyson Fury did some shit. I do. I think so. But going on Talk Sport, the UK fans haven't forgotten. And I think Wilder, he may be feeling it, or he's going to feel it for sure that way and on fight night. I expect him, man, for there to be boos when he's walking to that ring. Loud cheers for Chisora, a pressure-filled, emotional atmosphere. And let me tell you something, Chisora's mentality, He ain't there to be friendly. And I don't see him smiling. Don't be fooled, man. I've been saying this for the longest. Wilder looked fooled. You know what I'm saying? He should not. I'll put it this way. Chisora is not approaching this fight like two friends entering the ring. Chisora is more like, he's next. And you better believe Chisora is going to fight his heart out because this is his last fight, supposedly. You think he want to lose? I think Wilder got himself into some shit here. That's just who Chisora is. He's aggressive, emotional, fueled by crowd energy, fighting at home. That makes it dangerous. Wilder still got a lot of shit going on. You could tell in his personal life and where he's at mentally, he's not 100%. And that's a danger for Wilder, misreading the moment. Thinking that there's the two brothers coming together to break bread and we're brothers and we can hug on each other and love on each other and we can go on out here and we can spend time together and we can cry together and we can... Okay, I hear it. You got respect for the man, but I don't think it's as mutual as what Wilder thinks, you know what I'm saying? I think he's making a huge mistake because Chisora probably thinking, UK versus the USA and I'm taking your head off. And that difference in mindset can change everything. And you're going to see on fight night, you know what I'm saying? I expect this shit to get real tense. Fight week could go a couple ways. Respectful on the surface, smiles, handshakes, calm interviews, but underlying tension building. Or it can boil over. Crowd gets involved, Chisora feeds off the energy, Wilder responds emotionally. Now it becomes personal. Like two guys who seem to be the brothers, all of a sudden, they all that shit gets set aside and the relationship is ruined, kind of like Franchon Cruz and Clarissa Shields. But I think the weigh-in, that's where that energy is going to shift. The weigh-in will be telling. If Chisora gets in Wilder's face, plays to the crowd, turns into a spectacle, the UK crowd's going to erupt. If Wilder stays calm, he controls the narrative. Keeps it professional, he's straight. But if he reacts, that fuels Chisora even more and makes Wilder look even more crazy. It's just all across the board to me a lose-lose for Wilder. Because even if he's trying to be professional and conduct himself with some sense, he's going to get booed and feel uncomfortable. But if he gets all amped up, then it makes him look aggressive and crazy like the mad black man coming from America. So either way it goes, Wilder's in a bad position, in my opinion, man. But that being said, on fight night, there's two different dangers. For Wilder's path, look, stay composed, use distance, wait for the right hand because one shot could end the fight. I'm looking at the highlights of Wilder throwing the jab and what he's doing, and elbows are kind of out, and he's like this, and he tat. And I'm watching, and I'm like, I just want to see what happens on fight night. I put it to you that way. But for Wilder, for sure, Chisora's going to be there for Wilder to try to shoot that right hand. But, will Wilder pull the trigger? Now, for Chisora, the pressure, his path, pressure early. Go at Deontay, catch him cold, make it physical, turn it into a war. And if for some reason it gets past the third or fourth round, man, drag Wilder into deep, uncomfortable waters. Drown him. Because, one thing about Chisora, man, he will grind you down. And he has heavy-ass hands. I'm just saying, if Wilder lets his guard down, this is the key. Wilder can get too relaxed, buys into the friendly narrative, doesn't respect Chisora's intent, and he can get caught in some serious-ass chaos. Will the Yankee win in the UK? I don't know. But one thing I do know is Chisora won't hesitate. Chisora is not going to hesitate. He's going all out. So look, this isn't just a fight, people. It's legacy versus survival. The 50th fight adds emotional weight. The UK crowd adds a lot of pressure for both fighters. But Chisora's going to feed off that energy. And let me tell you something. Mindset could decide everything. For Deontay Wilder, stay sharp. Don't get caught up into the hype. Them people don't like you over there, man. You're a Yank. Stay sharp, stay calm, composed, pull the trigger, don't get dragged into a war. For Chisora, look, this is his moment. Shock the world at home. In front of all his beautiful fans, beautiful crowd, energetic crowd. They're going to sit there, man, and just root him on and just try to, just kind of cheer him to victory. But I don't know. I think it's easier said than done. But if you ask me who I'm favoring, I want Wilder to win. I do. Not because we in America. I want him to win because I like his story about the child, his daughter, and how he is about his children. I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I rate that shit. Chisora, he seemed to be a family man too. But for Wilder, just knowing why he started boxing, how he still knows the price of milk, like I understand that 100%. So I'm rooting for him. But I'm just being honest with you. I just think the hostile crowd, which Wilder's gonna feel, that Chisora pressure, I just think that equals real big trouble for Deontay Wilder. So guess we'll find out, because they fight this weekend. It's more than just a fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you that hostile environment, past controversies, the Tyson Fury comments, that shit didn't sit well with them British fans. I think they're gonna make Wilder feel it when he's out there. Anyway, good luck to both guys, man. Rooting for Wilder, but I think Chisora gets him in the breeze.